Reading linear graphs. Students will be able to 1. Understand solutions for linear graphs, and 2. Apply knowledge of the coordinate points to find the equation of a line. So the first thing we did yesterday is we had to fill in our function table. So if you fill in -2 plus 0, or plus 2, I'm sorry, you get 0. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. 5 plus 2 is 7. And then we came over here and graphed. Over 0, down 2, over 2, up 4, over 4, up 6, over 5, over 5, up 7. Now, what is wrong with my graph? Because it should make a line. Why am I not making a line? This point seems like it's not in the right spot. Remember, if that happens, you need to go check. Oh, I need to go left 2 and up 0. So this point does not belong here. So now I can create my line, and I have just graphed that linear function. There it is. So what we're looking at today is there other ways to be able to find out if a point lies on a graph. For instance, if I give you the point 1, 2, I could graph it over 1, up 2 and say, nope, that point doesn't fall on that graph. One other way we can do it is just solving equations. So we could say y equals 3, and we go over here and substitute. We know this is x, so times 1, and this is our y, so that would be our 8. So we would have y is 8 equals 3 times 1 is 3, plus 3 is 6. And 6 does not equal 8. So this will not work. This line does not have that point on that line. So you go try this one. Is 0, 4 a solution to the equation x plus 4 equals y? All right, so let's take a look. If I plug in, this is my x, this is my y. If I plug in 0 plus 4, it must equal the y, which is 4. And 4 equals 4. So this point is on that line, so the answer is yes. All right, the last thing we have to be able to do is find an equation if we're given the graph. So far we have been given a point, and we have to use the equation to find if it's on the line. We have been given a function table to graph the line and find the equation. So now we have to use the graph to find out which one of these equations is that line. So we start by picking a point. So I go where it crosses, over 1, up 2. There's a point. So one of my coordinates could be 1, 2. Well, here's another one. Over 2, up 4 is where it crosses. Or I could use 2, 4. And I could pick any of those. There's another one here. There's one here. There's one here. So I'm going to use 1, 2. So if I know my coordinate 1, 2, I'm going to use the substitution to find out which one it is. So in this case, y is 2. So 2 would equal 2 times 1 plus 1. Well, 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3, and 3 does not equal 2, so it's definitely not that one. So now I plug it in here. 2 equals 1 plus 1. Well, 1 plus 1 is 2, so that one works. Let's try this one. 2 equals 2 times 1. Yep, that works. Let's try this last one. 2 equals 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 is 0, so that does not equal 2, so that one does not work. So we found 2. So now we have to pick a second point. Let's pick the point 2, 4. If I plug in, let me get a little different color here. If I plug in 4 for my y equals 2 for my x plus 1. Well, 2 plus 1 is 3, so that does not work. So now let's try this one. If I plug in 4 for my y, 2 times 2, it's 4, so this is the correct answer. So 2x, y equals 2x is the correct equation for that line. You can get started with your homework now.